this question, we're going to take a look at some absolute max and min values. And basically, since they're asking you to find absolute min and max on a closed interval, it's the extreme value theorem. All right, so the easiest way to do this is to take your derivative of the function, set the derivative equal to 0, find the critical points, because according to the extreme value theorem, I'm going to test endpoints and critical points to find those absolute max and mins. All right, so first off, let's take that f of x function and let's just rewrite that to make that an x to the negative 2. So x plus 4x to the negative 2. That's going to make finding that derivative a whole lot easier. So then we're going to do f prime of x, derivative of x is going to be 1. Taking the derivative of here, I'll have a minus 8x to the negative 3rd. All right, now again, setting this equal to 0 and solving, it's going to be a whole lot easier if that x to the negative 3 is moved to the bottom, so it's a positive exponent. So again, I'm going to rewrite one more time. I'm going to have an 1 minus an 8 over an x to the 3rd. Okay, now I want to find those critical points. All right, so critical points here, we're going to set that equal to 0. So we'll have a 1 minus 8 over x to the 3rd equals 0. I'm going to go ahead and move this to the other side. 1 equals 8 over x to the 3rd. If I multiply both sides of the equation by that x to the 3rd, I'll have an x to the 3rd equals 8. Cube root of both sides, x is going to be equal to 2. So this is a critical value, critical point of the function. Now, according to the extreme value theorem, I'm supposed to test endpoints and critical points in the original function to find that absolute max and min. So basically, I'm just going to set up an xy table or an f of x table here. We'll put our endpoints in. All right, let's even identify those as endpoints. And then we will put the only critical value that we found that's in that interval. So our critical point right there. All right, now we're going to plug them into the original function. So when I plug 1 in here, I'm going to have 1 plus 4. It's going to give me a 5. When I plug in a 3, I'm going to have a 3 plus a 4/9. So let's just make that 3 and 4/9. And then when I plug in a 2, I'm going to have 2 plus 2, which is going to give me, let's see, I'm going to have a 4 here. Sorry, 2 plus 1 there. So it's going to give me a 3. All right, so take a look at these y values here. Find the max one, find the min one, and you will have your absolute max and min. So this is the biggest one. So I've got a max here at 1,5 and a min here at 2,3. So a pretty straightforward problem here when you think of it in terms of an extreme value theorem problem. All right, anytime you're asked for absolute max and mins on a closed interval. Thanks for watching. If the videos are helping, please share with your friends so they can benefit too. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks.